Gotta do this slow and easy. I'm very tired. This little project I was going to show you tonight started out early this afternoon, but it's already, oh my gosh, I don't know what time it is. It's at 10:30 at least. So I got to thinking, let's do something different. I think you girls would like to have a view of a few pieces of jewelry. Now, set yourself down. It's going to take a little time, and I'm tired. I have twisted and turned and moved and changed this stuff so many times, and when I got ready to set up my camera, you couldn't see anything. Everything was out of sight, so I had to start scooting and moving and changing things again, and if I was a cussing woman, I'd be cussing. Don't believe everything I say. Okay. All of this, no, not all of it. I think about 5 pieces of it is not vintage jewelry, but I can't remember which pieces they are. So if I can't figure it out, you won't be able to either. Now, I've shown you my jewelry before, but you know, this is a hard thing to do. For one thing, I need a cameraman. Oh, how I wish I had an automatic camera that would just move where I tell it to move, instead of scooting and scratching things and breaking my back. Now, I've told enough of that. I need to get on with showing you my jewelry. Now, I don't have a whole lot, but I think I probably could show you a few pieces you would like. We're going to start with bracelets. Some of these bracelets I made. The rest are vintage bracelets. Just happen to have them right here in front of me. Even got these bracelets down here. I like these big old fat bracelets. I can't wear them, but I like them. Let's take this one off the spindle. See, this is one of the, well, I don't know what kind of person wears a bracelet like this, but somebody out there is going to like it. I can't keep up with where the eye of my camera is. Okay, I keep wanting to go to the left. Need to be over here. See, here's a nice little bracelet, and I don't want to put it on my arm because I'm afraid I'll get it on there and can't get off. Here's another one. I really like this. It's a nice summery bracelet. Take a good look. Isn't that a beauty? You know it is. And you know you'd like to have one like that, don't you? Yeah, okay. I'm not taking these off of the stand. Too much trouble. Too much trouble getting it on there. I just want to get it close enough that you can see it good. Now this one right here on the very end, I wanted to show that to you. It's sort of an animal print, and somewhere there's a necklace that matches this. Can you see it good enough to see how pretty? Keep in mind, all of my jewelry, the stones and all, are glass. You might find a few pieces that are plastic, but if they're plastic, they're old. So this is one little bracelet, and if you'll notice, let me move this over a little bit. I've got on earring to match. that tells you I made these. And somewhere there's a necklace that matches. So I'm going to put this right back on here. It's just a combination, any kind of bracelet you want. You've got the gold and the silver and all. Take a close look. I don't know, there's some you'll like better than others. But here's what I like. Let me find it. Okay, over here, I love these little bracelets. You know where see, they're all together. Let's move this down off here so you can see better. See how these little bracelets, you got all kinds. Aren't they pretty? Now these are not old. I was in Denmark, a few years ago. I don't know where I was headed that day, but I was all dressed up, and I saw these bracelets. This one's just on here to keep them together. But you see how pretty they are and how colorful. They sure can dress up an outfit. So that's one set of bracelets. I'm going to show you some that I made. Now, I didn't make this one, but it's lime green. Isn't that gorgeous? I got good taste, I know that. Look at this one. I think this is so pretty. Let me see if I can get it turned around. See those? Well, there we go, right against my black blouse. I knew it would come in handy for something. See how pretty those stones are? Okay, these are glass now. I'm just laying them aside as I show them to you. Oh, let's see. How would you like to see one that I made? You can't get a close look at it, but you can see it well enough to know that I spent a little time working on it. See all those little pieces I had to put together. Got the clasp at the end so you can get a good enough look. That's one I made. Okay. Would you like to see another one? Here's your nice turquoise. Turquoise blue. These are just those little, like rock candy. I keep moving it to the wrong side. Can't tell too much. They're just like little rocks, you know, turquoise rocks. But if that's the color you're wearing, that's the bracelet you want to put on. Here's another red one. I found out when I made these that I don't like making bracelets. It's work. See these beads up here? You got the little metal parts. And what I shouldn't have done was put those in the middle. I don't like it. Once I got it finished, I decided I didn't like it. But I'm not going to take it apart. But that's another bracelet I made. Oh, I'm a genius. No doubt about it. Now, here's one I took a clasp from an old necklace. And I did a little work. Now, folks, that's not easy to do. It takes time. And you don't get your money's worth out of them when it takes a lot of time. But anyway, that's the clasp on the end there. But I just want you to see, anytime you can take a clasp from a very old necklace, it's to your benefit because they made pretty clasps back then. Now they all look just alike. I've got one. Oh, here's a little beaded one. These little, these are red. They look kind of orangish in my camera, but they're bright, bright red. That's just a simple one. Let's see. Now this is a beauty. It shows up brighter in the video than it would if it's on your arm. See how that works? Isn't that pretty? Can you see it? Yeah, I need a cameraman. And these are those little beads, glass beads, that you can buy at Michael's. But it sure does make an outfit look pretty if you're wearing something like this. Dresses it up. So that's an easy one to make. Okay. That takes care of my bracelets. Now, I didn't show you my good bracelets. I didn't want to get them out and get them mixed up with the costume jewelry. All right, let's go. Let's see where we can go next. I'm going to move these things around a little. I'm just showing you odds and ends. I think this is one of my sandwich glass bowls. They come in pretty handy sometimes when you need to turn this around and get it out of the way so I can see. I'm going to try to turn this, and if it dumps on the table, put your fingers in your ears. See, these things are just gorgeous. But see, it's broken on one end, and it needs to be put back together. And here's the other end of it. Look at this. See the star? Isn't that gorgeous? Let me see what else I've got in here. This is just a lot of, there's nothing in here that's special that I want to show you. It's just a lot of extra things. Here's a necklace with a glob of pearls on one end. It won't take any time on that. Put that back in the bowl. I got this out so I could set things on it that might show up better. You've seen my crystals before. This is heavy. I've got to be 10 pounds. 10 pounds, mind you. Look at this stuff. Come on. Oh yeah, I got a few pieces here. All different sizes. It's a single strand. Here's another single strand. Well, golly, got a lot of single strands, haven't I? There's some here. Oh, see, these are bigger ones. And they get bigger and smaller. And I had a hitch on once that I just loved these things. And every time I saw one that was in my price range, I bought it. And I have worn them quite a few times. They really can make an outfit beautiful. Yeah, Because, you know, if you're not pretty, you depend on your jewelry. See, this is one that's got the tapered. I'm not taking all these out of here for you. That's too much trouble. Now, this is just a few of them. But I wanted you to see them because some of you haven't seen my jewelry before. Okay, I'm going to set this in the floor if I can. Really heavy. I'm about to scoot off my seat. Give me a minute and scoot back up on the chair. Okay, where am I? I'll set that in the floor too. That way if they fall over, they'll fall on carpet. These are just a few little odds and ends of pieces. You know how you have an earring, necklace, and little things that... Just think that these are old. All of them are old. They look pretty. Don't you like the colors together? Oh, how about my earrings? I know most of the time you ladies have observed the earrings that I wear. Now these I've got on now are just nice little simple everyday earrings that if I lose one, it's not that much lost except it's one of my favorite earrings. Let's see now. You just be patient here. I don't know which. Here, let's start with this jewelry. This is earrings. All earrings. Now, I'm going to try to hold this at a slant so that you can see. I'm trying to keep them from sliding off. Maybe I can turn them a little. You can get a... Let's see, this isn't a good way to look at them, but it gives you an idea. See, in the center, that big center section here, that's all turquoise. Because you know I wear a lot of turquoise. And that gives me a selection so that I don't have to wear the same ones all the time. Let me show you one that's just gorgeous. Yeah, come on, it's in here somewhere. Now this is really green. Really green. That's not the one I'm looking for. The one I'm looking for, why am I not finding it? It doesn't want me to find it, I don't think. It's in here though. And it's a big one. I don't know why it's not showing up. Well, I can sit here and put, oh, here it is. You're going to love this. I'm going to put this one on so you can see. I have a feeling it's going to, let's see, do I know? Yeah, I believe it on this side. Take those off. Can you see that earring? Isn't that gorgeous? Goes good with black too, doesn't it? Let's see if I find the other one. Wow, these are pretty earrings, I have to admit. Why is it so hard to find an earring? If you only had two, you still have trouble. Yeah, there it is. It took our price tag on the back of it. I may have them on the wrong ears. We're going to find out. Now, now these are vintage. I get my hair out of the way so you can get a good look. I might try on one or two more pair before I finish, because I've got some really pretty earrings here, and I think probably one of my oldest is this one. This is the one that my neighbor had a little antique shop down the street, and it was in one of the cute little cottage houses. And I went in, I found these earrings, and I bought them from him. He was getting up in years, but you know, I wore these earrings quite a bit for a while, and he would be in the lobby most of the time when I would be going out, and he never failed to see my earrings. He always complimented me on my pretty red earrings. He's been gone several years now. That's what happens when you live at Hanover Tower. So many elderly people live here, and we've lost a lot of them since I've been here, and I keep thinking one of these days it's gonna be me. But Mr. Betterman sold me these. I didn't pay a whole lot for them, but I like them because they are vintage and they're good looking. They're nice earrings. So I'm trying to find the mate to it so I can get it back together in the right place. That way it won't get lost. But, like I said, there's an awful lot of pretty earrings here. Oh gosh. And there's nothing a woman likes better than good looking earrings. So, I'm going to put this plate back over here. If that's not enough earrings for you, I'll show you a few more. Now look carefully. Wait a minute. Let me get these off of here, and that'll give me a little extra room to work in. Do you see anything in there that you think you might like? Now these are old. And I have a hard time picking out a pair when I'm getting all dressed up. It's really hard to decide. I may turn it around the other way so it might look different. And it's a crying shame when I'm looking for one specific pair and I can't spot them. I end up with something else in its place most of the time. Oh gosh, I just want you to see those. I hope you can zoom in on this so that you can get a closer look. I've got one pair here. One of them I'm missing the mate, and it's this one, and I got a feeling the chest I keep this setting on, every now and then something drops down behind the chest. When I die, they're going to move that chest out, and they're going to find 50 earrings, and none of them have a mate, because I've dropped them down the back and didn't know where they went. And this is one of them. Take a look at it. Isn't that pretty? Looks good against this black, doesn't it? Well, even the doorman told me I had on pretty earrings. when I wore these, so I'm missing the mate. It's in the bedroom somewhere. I'll find it. But I love the pearls. You can never go wrong with pearls. And these I didn't get the hooks on these right here. But they're pretty. And I love these because they're nice and showy. See, I'll put it on so you can see how pretty it looks. This is fun, isn't it? Oh gosh. You ought to see how much Jan's got. Now I don't have all of mine out. Mainly because I don't know where it is. It's either in some candy boxes, a Valentine box, a book box. You know what a book box is. It looks like a book. And in glass jars. Glass jars work pretty nice because if it's just sitting somewhere, you can see the jewelry. So, but take a look. Isn't that a pretty earring? Get it in the light or the chandelier. I never have to worry about having the right earrings. No, I sure don't. But it's fun. I can remember the day when I only had 2 or 3 pair. But look what I've got now. Don't you wish you was me? Well, I wouldn't ask you to do that. I wouldn't ask anybody to be me. Because I got a few faults, you know. This is what's fun. Here we go again. What do you think? Like these pretty necklaces. These are all necklaces. These are nice beads right here. I got them a little twisted here. Now, I'm trying to think which one had, okay. Let's get these pretty, these pink pearls are just gorgeous. Now on this side, see all these down through here? These are all pearls. Look at that. And part of them I put together myself. Let's say, for instance, let me find one that's got some mixed beads. This is going to take too much time. But, now, I made this one. I know I did. Yeah. This is one I made. Yeah. I don't know if I can, you can't tell much about it. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, here's one. This one's got some blue. Ooh, little borealis. See how pretty that is? Okay, let's scoot it a bit. Let's get to where I can see what I'm doing. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's get this neckline up here. What do you think? Would you wear those? I think I would, and I'm sure I've got earrings that'll go with it. I just like to try them on, tell the truth. Let's go around here some. This is another one I made. You can't see it too well. But let's see what else. I'm sure there's something here I want you to see. Oh, I like these big beads. Yeah, I made these yellow and black. Now, I think I gave Jan the earrings that go with them. See, they're sort of lemon yellow. But they're really, really very pretty. Go with my black blouse. This one I made. I don't know if I made this one or not. I think I did, because I've got more beads like that. Now you've seen some of these, and these are ones I made myself, and they're really quality beads. What do you think? Would you be caught walking down the street in these? Isn't that something? This is fun. And I got another one here, and I don't know where the earrings are. I think I gave them to Jan, because she wears earrings all the time. See? Also goes in. Let's see what else. Oh, I love these. You can't tell much about the color of blue. But when you get this on with the right top, those blue, the large beads, they are just gorgeous. If I say they're gorgeous, take my word for it, because I've got good taste. I said that before, didn't I? Here's the animal print, like the earrings I had on. See what? Aren't those good looking? Don't you love beads like that? They go with just about anything. Okay. I made this one. It's green. I don't think people wear much green. I'm seeing. I don't want to miss the good ones. Here we go. These are really nice beads. These are some metallic beads and some of the glass beads. See how that would show up very nice on black too. Are you having fun? There's one or two I know. See, there's always the ones that you want to show and you can't find it. Oh, these pearls are so pretty. Golly Moses. I don't have any place to go to wear stuff like this anymore. And that bothers me, because there was a time I'd have given anything to have pretty jewelry like this. And let's see what this one is. I like the pearls where you can mix the black beads. Can you see the little black beads? This is a short one. I didn't make too many long necklaces, because keep in mind this. The longer they are, the more beads you have to use, and you don't get any more money for them. So I kept most of my jewelry at just a fairly decent length. These are pretty. These are sort of brownish red. I'm not going to keep going on. That's enough. Except, see what I've got. Oh, let's see what this is got over here. I'm going to put these back in that container. They can sit on a table for a while till I decide to divide them up and put them away. Oh, I like this one. This is a very good, this is a probably a 1960s necklace. If I can find where the hook is. I've got them twisted here. My mother and my older sisters would have worn jewelry like this. The lighting makes them look different. They look brighter than what they are. I used to like to wear these in the late 50s, early 60s. And gosh, these pink pearls are the prettiest things ever was. Got a lot of black ones, different sizes, different lengths. These are just gorgeous. Yeah, they really sparkle. You can't beat a necklace like this. In fact, I didn't make this one. This one was bought. But I want you to take a real good look at it. See the... Okay, let's see. This is the one I wanted you to see. I think this is gorgeous. What do you think? Silver on silver. Isn't that gorgeous? Should have been a model. Well, I'm just joking, you know that. Let's see if there's anything in here. Oh, here's the one. I've shown you this one before, but I have to show you again because there are a lot of new people on my channel that have not seen my jewelry. That was a brooch. The chain was just a chain bought at different times. So I took the chain and I attached it to the back of the brooch and made it into a necklace. How do you like it? Don't have any earrings to match. But you can always wear the black earrings. I want this to show up in the light. See? These are really very pretty. And here's another one. See, I put an earring on the end of it. Yeah, kind of nice. Are you getting tired? I am. Okay. We've got one or two more things and I'll be finished. I hope. Let's see what this is. Costas Fostoria dishes came in kind of handy, you know what? These big deep dishes, they make all my jewelry show up pretty. These are so many. Gotta get them off the table. I'll tell you about this in a minute. There's nothing in here except just more jewelry and pieces and brooches. And look at this one, isn't this pretty? This is a brooch. Oh gosh, I just love these things. Wish I had some place to wear them. Wish I'd had them to wear. And this is one I took apart and used part of the flowers. This had 2 more of these on it. Let me see if I can get them up on my chest so you can see what they look like. If I had a higher neck or a lower neckline, how pretty these would be. I really like them. I shouldn't have taken those other 2 off, but I put them on a Christmas tree. I think I need to show you. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. I don't want to knock anything off the table here, but I want to pull this over so you can see it. Let's see what we can do here. These are some necklaces that were given to me. Well, I'm going the wrong way. Need them over here. Take a look at this. If I can get it off. Got to turn it around. I've got it mixed up here. These are odd. We don't need that. We don't need that. And I love this. I found this in a box of junk jewelry. I took it to Phil at the antique shop. And he looked at it and checked it out. And I said, will it run? He said, well, if you want it, it will. So this is a little locket. It's got a little more design on one side than it has the other. Let me see if I'm getting it right. Do you remember when you were young and you always wanted a locket? And you buy those lockets for your mother. And look at this one. This one is a watch. I want to get this so let's get something you can see. See if I can put it around my neck. And it's in Roman numerals. But I never owned a locket. Didn't have a boyfriend to give me one either. But this is so pretty. I don't have any idea how old it is. But you can see the clock inside. And I keep telling myself to wear it. but I don't like to wear things like this with jeans. That's about all I wear nowadays. But I really like this little necklace. These, I had a neighbor named Bernice. Bernice was a sergeant in the Army in World War II. She was, I don't know how to describe her. She told me the same stories over and over and over. She's also a school teacher. She taught in the Bronx. Now, those were pretty bad days in the Bronx. But Bernice had a way about her that her students loved her. And I could see why. She could understand those high school students. And she never gave them problems, and they never gave her problems. And she would talk about her students, and she would tell me stories about when she was a sergeant in the Army, and she is buried now at the Nelson Nelson Cemetery near here, near Lexington. So, Camp Nelson's what it is. But she was such a jewel to listen to her tell stories. And she had a lot of stories. And these were the necklaces she gave me. I don't know how she came about these, but it was back in the day. Take a look. This is leather, I think. No, it's not. It's wood. It's wood. But you see, that you remember these. These were pretty popular in the 60s and 70s. Let's see if I got another one here. I don't know what this one is. Here we go. Goodness gracious. Now, I never wore stuff like this. It just didn't appeal to me. And I can't get it off. Well, I can show it to you anyway. You can see it. I have to take the whole thing off. But you see this? This is also made of wood. These are all wooden beads. Come on, get off of there. I want people to see what used to be popular. I mean, young people wore these to death. Come on out of there. I had some more, and I think I got rid of them. Yeah, we're almost there. And you're bored to death, aren't you? Okay, anyway, this is what it looks like. And I'm sure there are some people around that would love to have this kind of jewelry. But it doesn't appeal to me. Gosh, these are, I don't know what some of this stuff is. But I just hung it on this little rack. These look like mother of pearl. And I think it's a sash. I need to clean this off anyway. See if I can get all this stuff off here. But I never do anything right. Well, anyway, this is a belt. I think. Yeah. These leaves, they look like leaves. Yeah, they're leaves, and they're mother of pearl. I never owned anything like this. But I'm sure there's some people around would love to have this. And then necklace, golly Moses. I'm still caught in this thing. But you can see, isn't that gorgeous necklaces? Now these are I don't know what they're made of. More wooden beads. When I get through with this mess on the table, I'm going to have to call in hired help. Because I can make a mess when I get going here. But it'll come loose eventually. I've got it all twisted. Yeah. But these are really nice. I think they're wood. Yeah, they're wooden beads. There we go. And here's another little bracelet. Oh, I like this. Nice little glass beads. And some more beads. Did you ever have any of those beads that you could pick off of a bush and you pull the little center out of the bead and it was like berries, hard berries? And I think they may have called it a bead bush. I never saw one, but one of my girlfriends gave me a bunch of those beads one time, and she's the one that told me what they were. This is also wooden beads. More wooden beads. Now, I don't know what this is. Let's see. See how this is made? That's interesting, isn't it? Kind of nice, really. Well, I'm not going to clean this mess up tonight. Too late. And since company's not coming, it might wait a day or two before I get it done. I'm going to keep this little necklace hanging on this. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I don't think it is. No, it doesn't go all the way. This is the last ones I'm going to show you. I bought these 31 years ago. I bought these to wear with my fancy clothes on the Queen Elizabeth II. And I've got pictures in the outfit with these two necklaces, and I think I paid $20 each. But they were very popular, very nice beads. You can see they're little glass beads, but they're long. They hang real long, like this, you know. And I had some chains that would go with them too. So I keep these beads because they are memorabilia from my first cruise on a ship, and it happened to be the Queen Elizabeth II. Nice memories, nice stories to tell. And I appreciate you watching. I know there were some of you that wanted to see some of my jewelry, and I should have divided it up and shown a few pieces at a time. But it's so much trouble getting it all together, sorted, and whatever. And all this is going to go back in plastic boxes, and I'll probably give Jan a whole bunch of it that she can sell in her booth at the antique shop. And if you're really interested in buying, you go to Feather Your Nest here in Lexington, and she got enough jewelry to take care of for a long time. So I'll let you go. I hope you're faring the weather, and I hope the people in Texas are getting the help they need. I hope people are still praying for them. I don't know what I could do, but I'm sure the people in charge can tell us all what we can do to help those families in Texas. Pray for them, that we know we can do. I just don't know what else to say about it. It's just such a sad situation. And if I start talking about it, I'll cry. Always cry. Folks, take care. Take care of your children. Take care of your moms and dads, and especially your grandparents. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think about my collection of jewelry. It's I'll say it's quite a mess. I'll just dump it all in a big plastic box, and one of these days I'll get it out again and pull out a few pieces that I'll want to wear. But I do keep my earrings handy, because I like to change my earrings pretty often and make sure I have something that matches the outfit I'm wearing. That's what's important. So I've got my Dr. Pepper sitting in the floor, but didn't have any place on the table to put it. And I'm going to get myself ready for bed early tonight. If I can get it away from the table, I'm going to turn the computer off. Whoa! My legs hurt. Do your legs hurt too? Thank you, folks, for being with me tonight.